Here we are going to do writing task 2, and this is the third session of your writing module of IELTS. Here we are going to look at a topic which has a certain kind of requirement. The requirement is to discuss your agreement or disagreement with the statement given in the topic. So let's look at the topic first. I'll read out the topic. The money spent on space research has brought tremendous benefits to mankind, but it could be more usefully applied to other needs. How far do you agree? So please see that the statement over here is in the first sentence. There are two parts to the first sentence. In the first part, the statement says that the money spent on space research has brought tremendous benefits to mankind. In other words, space research is something very good and beneficial for mankind. The second part of the statement says it could be more usefully applied to other needs. That means that the money spent on space research is a waste of money, and that this money, these funds which are used for space research, should instead be used for other human needs. And what are those needs? It is not specified. So now what do you have to do in this essay? You have to answer this question: how far do you agree? But before you answer this question, you have to discuss the statement, both parts of the statement. In the first part of the statement, you'll have to discuss the benefits of space research and why money is spent on space research. And in the second part, you will discuss why we need to divert that money, or we need to spend that money on other things and not on space research. We need to spend it on the requirements of human beings in the world, that is on Earth itself rather than in space. So that means that you have to explain the topic, and then you will go on to answer the question whether you agree or you do not agree with this statement that the space research is beneficial. So let us start first with understanding the topic. You will have learned by now that paraphrasing is important. When you put the statement in your own words, at that time, the examiner who's reading your script will understand that you know what you are writing about, you have understood the statement, and you can put it in your own words. That means you have some other vocabulary. For example, the alternative synonym for needs can be human requirements rather than needs. So you can use another word instead of the word that is given in the statement. So one of the things that has to be done in the essay is to paraphrase right in the beginning. So here we see that the topic has two parts, as I've said. Opposite statements, one defending space research and the other is opposing it. And that is what we see in words like, we go back, but tells us that there is something that is the opposite being given. So these are the two parts. So let's look at each part first. First of all, you have to write something on the space research itself. Define it. What is space research? What do you understand by space research? What does it mean? Space research is what? So try and write this sentence. Complete this sentence. Next, answer this question. What are its benefits? That is, of benefits of space research. Now, what are the synonyms you can use for the word benefit? You can say advantage or advantages. Or you can say utility or usefulness. So you can use these words in your paraphrase. In what way has it benefited the world and human society? The sentence that you will write, the ways in which it has benefited humanity are. So, right over here, what do you think are the ways in which space research has benefited humanity? Let me give you some ideas. Space research is the exploration of all that happens away from this earth, that is the planets and the sun and the movement of these planets, that is the stars also. And then space research would include study of gravity or of light and many other such physical phenomena. Okay? And its benefits would be what? That they help us to find out whether there is something on those planets, whether there is life over there, whether there is air or water at other places also. So it helps us to understand those places which are beyond the earth, and it also tells us if whether there are other people like us or life like us which is there beyond our own planet. Now, how does it benefit the world? In the way it benefits humanity, what will you say? Try to write this down. Now, you would also take the second part of the statement. There are other needs of human beings on this earth. What are they? So make a list. You can make a list of 1, 2, or 3, or even more such needs. So 1 or 2, I can tell you, the human needs are for food, right? So if we ignore the human needs for food and we go into space, then that will not benefit humanity. Most people would need food first, right? So in this way, try to think of other needs that human beings have. Now, there is a tip regarding punctuation, that when you mention 3 or 4 things, then there are a number of items, you will put a comma after each item. Alright? The last item will have and before it. Okay? So only the last item will have and after that there will be one more thing only. Before that you can have several parts with the commas. Okay?